Okay. Hello. Hey, y'all. What's up? Hey. Hello. My name is Latia Solomon. Okay. And I am taking this moment to capture or vlog the glow up. Okay. That's what's happening here. I'm 34. I do feel like a little bit of a late bloomer in certain aspects. Of course, there is society's expectations that we've been battling, I think, for the last, 10 something years about what we should have, what it should be our partner status by this age, how much money should we have, how many financial assets should we have. We should own a house, have 2.5 kids, and certain car, and all the things, right? That's not my journey. I decided to switch careers at 26. This was in 8 years ago. I went from engineering into the arts, and so I learned, studied acting, and then became a filmmaker. I went to film school and completely changed the trajectory of my career. I am blessed. I am happy. I am grateful. 8 years later, I was so blessed to be able to direct an episode of primetime television on ABC and Shondaland Station 19. So the come up is real, but I did not do it alone by any means at all. Starting off with my parents, they have been my backbone, they have been everything. And I feel as though I also want to make this video because now I'm at a point where I can feel such a shift, like a deeper shift in my mindset and in my motivation and in how I value time. It's so real. I mean, every day you see the lines in your face and you see things, right? Your knees are popping. I can still drop it, okay? Don't get it twisted, okay? I just had a birthday and homegirl was dropping, okay? However, there will be a sound that comes with your knees and some of your other joints as you get older when you continue to try to drop it like that. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, it's a little different. It's like a soundtrack that goes along with it. Knees like, yeah, I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, all right. And they don't really hurt. It's just, it sounds like they hurt. But that's okay though. That's okay. We're going to keep taking our collagen. And all of that just reminds me that time is precious. Time is ticking. Our parents, won't be here. We don't, you never know if we're gonna be here. I can see my parents aging as well. And I just had so many goals and aspirations that I'm like, cool, I have a certain dollar amount in mind just in life where I would feel as though I maybe made it, or I feel more comfortable, or I can feedback or pour back into my community. I could give money and resources to my parents that they've poured into me. Like, okay, I want to pay them back. I feel like, I mean, it's not all about money. I know they just, parents are there to support their children, but at the same time, like I'm only able to pursue this life of entertainment and art because of them. And I know that. And I feel like I'm just like once I turned maybe 30 and once I graduated from grad school, I went to USC and did their film program and graduated during the pandemic. And I would say between 30 and now, 4 years, I just really understand the gravity of what my parents have done for both my brother and myself to allow us to have this lifestyle, to just be able to move the way that we do now. My brother's amazing. He has his PhD. He has his family that he's building out in DC. They have a house. Like, it's exciting. It's an exciting time. And I think on top of pursuing arts, I also have been doing some healing, some personal healing on some childhood trauma and things, right? That some stuff you just don't even know is there until certain life events kind of trigger you or show up, and you're just like, oh, whoa, what? Hold up. What was that? And you have to put the pause button and figure that out. And I'm at the point, at the age, I don't know if I'm talking to anybody out there, but I'm at the age where I'm like, oh, I cannot pass go until I figure this part out about Latia. I can't. and it's been affecting, and I didn't understand how deep it was, but it's been affecting every area of my life, both personally, professionally. And I've been operating from a mode of trauma, of either trying to avoid it or maybe picking either professions or partners or just situations that accentuated some of the feelings I think I have felt during that time. For example, even with acting and film, there's a lot of rejection that happens in this business. Y'all know. Creatives, y'all know, right? It's a struggle, it's a hustle. And some of that I just kind of been having to unpack, like, all right, hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I get in this profession and leave all the comfort of engineering, which there's some motorcycles back here, so, and I'm by the window, so excuse me if you hear anything. But did I leave the comfort of engineering and that lovely paycheck, and I was on the fast track too, to get into a life of rejection and constantly seeking validation because of trauma? Hold up now. Listen. You gotta sit with that, right? And it started, of course, with the pandemic, when that's all the time we had was just sit with ourselves. And so I say all that to say, fast forward 4 years later, we're still surviving. We're still coming out of a survival state. Now I'm at a point where, okay, I've gotten some success. I've had some beautiful, wonderful partnerships, like romantic partnerships. Didn't work out, which is fine, but it's kind of caused me to have to change some things, like really just look at myself and really get clear on my intentions, who am I now, and who do I want to be, and then bridging the gap of those two different versions of Latia. So that's what this whole thing is about. I just wanted to capture this. I wanted to have a timestamp. I want to hold my future self accountable when I look back and watch this video. I want y'all to hold me accountable. If there's anyone watching at all, I want you to hold yourself accountable, okay? I want you to make a video like this and then comment and tell me that you made a video so I can go watch it and like and comment on your video. What? You see how this works, right? And I think, why not, right? Why not? It's not just because of the digital age. I'm just like, okay, well, we have our voice. We have this technology. And I'm just trying different ways to be better, essentially. That's really what I want to do. So I'm going to say some things, that a list of goals that I have for myself that I have written down a few times. They're in different places, and now I'm going to I guess immortalize it in a video form, because today is October 26, 2024, right? So we have what, 2 months left in this year. And yeah, I would say for the remainder of 2024, we're going to speak in wills, I will create 3 different streams of income, and I will make a certain number of money by the end of 2024. I think for this time, I don't know, I don't really want to say the actual number. I don't really want to say the number. I don't really want to say the number, but I can tell you a range. I don't know, maybe I'm still a little superstitious, or maybe it's the Jamaican side. My dad's Jamaican. And I don't know, it's always like, oh, don't let the left hand tell. Wait, what? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Make sure your left hand and your right hand don't know what the heck is going on. Like, they don't know the other thing. You know what I'm trying to say. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Let's go. I'm like, okay, hold on now, girl. He done said that all my life. I better know how to say it. Anywho, what I can say is it will be 5 digits. Okay. Yeah, 5 digits. 5 digits number. And I will share, Lord willing, when we manifesting out here. When it happens, I will let you know. But that's that for 2025. And then for 2024. But for 2025, okay, I will have still 3 different streams of income minimum based off of my art, using my voice, and just sharing some of my story. Yeah, I'm just tired of playing small. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of playing small. I'm just tired of being quiet. I'm tired of just allowing life happen to me. And just kind of going with it, and then waiting for someone to see me, and then waiting for someone to give me an opportunity. I'm just ready to move. I'm ready to move. And I don't know what the elections are going to bring. I don't know what the economy is going to, what's going to happen with the economy. You know, there's a lot of angst going on, and the future feels very scary for whatever reason. Actually, I know why, right? The United States is all over the place. However, they've made movies during wars. People have gotten rich during the Depression. Okay? You know, so if there's a will, there's a way. We just have to think creatively and be agile and figure it out, and we'll figure it out. So we will figure it out. And again, I'll just come back to this video to get some motivation and figure it out. And one thing I remember as a kid, I used to live in Albany, Georgia. My dad was stationed out there on a Marine military base. And this is like in my youth, in my teens, 10, 11, 12, like around there. I just remember how audacious I was. I didn't care, child. I didn't care. I was out there. I loved to be outside in the streets playing. I was a little bit of a tomboy. I kind of was a leader. Like, people would follow me for whatever reason. I'm just like, I don't understand why they did, but they did. And I'll just come up with these harebrained ideas and just have my friends do them. You know, we'll go into the woods and camp, or use our imaginary circumstance and either, try to camp out there and tent out there, or we'll come up with like fun games to play at the youth center that we had. Or, we'll play baseball, or we'll just ride our bikes around the base. I just was I was fearless, I was bold, I was funny as fuck, okay? I'm gonna say that, yes. Because I feel like, I don't know, we just had a good time. We made up dances. It was just so free and fun. And somewhere along the line, I lost that version of Latia. I lost that little girl. And she went inside her shell and got very self-aware, self-conscious, and small, and also wanted to always play nice with everyone, right? I always wanted to not say fit in per se, but just not really wrestle any feathers, and didn't really like conflict. I'll shy away from conflict. I'm always usually the mediator. And also in terms of forming my own opinions and my own ideas of things, I kind of didn't really do that. And if I did, I didn't vocalize it. Like, I would just keep it to myself. Because first off, I felt like nobody cares. Who cares? Nobody cares what Latia thinks. So what? There are bigger problems. There are bigger things going on. Nobody cares. So I would just always kind of like, just be silent and just kind of chill and observe and be in the background, either until I'm called to step up, or I'm called to fill in, or if I can see a gap somewhere, right, then I can like, oh, okay, well, I'll fill in these spaces, because I'm thinking that's how I'll add value. It's just by playing the backseat, I guess, and supporting without actually speaking up. That felt more safe for me, and I know for a fact I developed that from having to move around so much as a kid, and having to reinvent myself in new spaces and try to figure out, well, who's friend, who's foe, who has the power, who doesn't, like, what's the hierarchy here, and then let me figure out where I can fit in within that organization. It's been a survival technique. It's got me to this place, but again, moving forward, it's no longer serving me. So, baby, 2025, I'm gonna be 35. Hey, okay. Okay, we about to be out here just no longer being small, okay? We're gonna speak up and share. Another thing I have, and then I will make this quick. I actually did not mean to make this a long video, but here we are, right? Here we are. Hello, okay? Something speaking it through me, and I'm gonna speak to y'all, and I'm gonna wrap this thing up, all right? So, I have another number that I will make in 2025 that I won't say, but it's gonna be 6 figures. 6 figures. Under 500K. Okay, I'll give you that. It's gonna be a number under 500K, but 6 figures. And I'll again it'll come from my art and using my voice and directing and a combination of things. I'm saying like a total amount of income for next year. Also, I will launch a podcast. Hey, I know you're gonna see and hear more of me. Why not? Why not? And I'm saying that to you too. Like whatever you want to do, why not? Hello. Like I just came from a book signing event where I moderated one of my friends. She released her book, Chantel Agbro. It's called My Soul Told on Me. And I just felt so much inspiration asking her questions about her book. And she wrote it at 23, and she has other books, and she's continuing to write books. And my mother, she wrote a book a few years ago too. And it just reminded me of all these things. I'm like, they didn't wait for anyone to give them permission. They did it themselves, and they self-published their lovely books. They got the artwork done themselves, or like they paid a graphic designer to do so. And my mother, she's now 59, but I believe she made that book maybe about 3 years ago. It was during the pandemic. Did it all by herself. And she's working on her second one right now. So I'm just putting it out there, y'all. Let's do it. No more waiting. I will also author and write a romance novel. Yes, ma'am. Or sir. Or them. Or them. Hey! Yes, it's happening. Yes, I will write a romance novel. And okay, I'm gonna drop 10 to 15 pounds. At first, when I wrote this, I was like, oh my God. First, I was like 10. Boom, I could do 10. I recently lost 10 pounds, actually, for a 3-week raw vegan diet. I'll do another video to just tell y'all about what I did and where I got the inspiration from and yada, yada, yada. And it was mostly raw, like 95% raw. That made me lose 10 pounds. I know for a fact I can lose another 10 pounds. I know for a fact. 15, I was like, ooh, woo, 15. But you know what? I'm going to lose it. So 10 to 15 pounds, boom, by the end of 2025. Now, listen, if I lose it somewhere in between 2025 and I gain it back again, I'm going to still pat myself on the back, okay? Because I did what I said I was going to do. And that's that. No more apologizing. I'm not going to apologize when I speak up. Many times I'll say, oh, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but no, fuck that. Fuck that, okay? I said what I said. And then I will say I want to travel. I want to travel more. I really want to go to Ghana. I really want to touch the continent this year. But life events were happening, and I knew I couldn't. I already knew I couldn't afford it this year, which was exactly what happened. I just knew it. Yeah, I just had some stuff I already was planning for the money, which is fine. So, next big paycheck, end of 2025, like that's where your girl's gonna be at. Catch me in Ghana. Hey, where? And then after that, it'll be South Africa, you most likely, and then somewhere else. I just wanna, I gotta touch it. I gotta touch the motherland. And also I wanna do some roots, discover my roots in Jamaica, because I heard some cool stuff about that. That'll be another video. My family is a part of the Maroon community in Jamaica, so shout out, okay, to my Jamaicans in general, and then my Maroon family. And yeah, travel for work and also for leisure. So that I was talking about mostly international, but I also would love to travel for work within the States too. That excites me, and I actually have one thing coming up in December already, potentially in Mississippi. So I'm excited about that. But those are, oh, in 2025 also, the theme would be, from now and forever, would be ownership, service, and discipline. That's good. That's my motto. That is it. Ownership, service, and discipline. That is what I'm holding myself accountable for from here on until forever. I want to be the best version of myself so that I can be the best version of myself for other people. I hope to one day be a wife or a lifelong partner, and hopefully a mother one day. That's, of course, if that's what God has for me. And I realize there are some things I need to figure out about myself, which is, this is the work. Like, this is a part of the work of holding myself accountable to be this version of Latia that I feel like deserves to be that wife or that mother, or, you know, deserves a loving reciprocal partnership in a way where I don't feel like I'm giving some of myself over to someone else. It's, no, I've done what I wanted to do on my own. And now I'm ready to give. No, see, this is a part of it. Literally, I'm glowing up. You're watching it right now. It's happening right now. Because in my mind, I'm thinking I have to give something of myself over to them. Which, sure, like in terms of time and energy, that's a very, very real thing. But it doesn't have to be negative. And it's maybe I'm gifting myself to them instead of like sacrificing or giving, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I just want the feeling in my body when I think about those things to feel different. And I'm not there yet, but I will, and I want to. And I just don't want it to have a negative feeling to it. So this is all a part of the work, and I will officially launch my production company. I have done it behind the scenes. I have an S Corp for my directing work. And I've had like a sole proprietorship company for the last 9 years, almost 10 years. Yeah, actually it's gonna come up upon 10 in January. But now it's like, okay, I'm ready to actually officially launch like a, you know, legit company that can start really building assets and projects underneath that company. So it's a good time. I would say I'm gonna cut this thing off, leave us here, but the main spirit that I want to leave us with, I say us, because we're going to be on this thing together. I don't care if nobody sees this thing. Guess what? I'm going to see it later. And who knows? Maybe my kids, or, you know, whatever next generation, my friends' children are growing up, maybe they'll see it. Somebody's going to see this, okay? That it might resonate with them. And I'm speaking to the people who there's a gap between the way you see yourself and the way that other people see you. There's a gap there, and the way you see yourself is way lower than everything else, and that has probably kept you down. It prevented you from probably different opportunities. It prevented you from stepping in and just using this time wisely. And then when you get older, you're gonna look back and like, what the hell did I do? Like, what did I do with my time? Oh, I was too scared. I was at home. I didn't go to that event. I didn't speak up. I didn't take that job. I didn't do that acting class. I didn't do whatever it is. It's like, cut it out. Hopefully, and I'm talking to me, cut it out. So, anywho, just step in. Let's be bold. Let's be brilliant. Let's be audacious. Let's remember our audacity. And I encourage you to make a video like this for yourself. Write down what you want to hold yourself accountable to, and let's like look back at it. Again, let me know and tell me that video so that I can go watch it and comment and hold you accountable too. And yeah, man, like let's do it. Let's do it. The time is now. The time is right now. We always kind of seem like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll do this, I'll do X, Y, and Z when I get to this level in life. You know, when I make it, then I'll lose the weight. Or when I do something, then it. No, it's right now. There is no, there's time is, time is just non existent, really. It's not. So the time is now, and you got this, we got this. And all right, let me know how it goes. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right, y'all. Bye.